Okay, everybody, it's time now to discuss the second part of our lesson. We're talking about the many faces of Santa Claus. And we mentioned last time that there's a legend about this guy named Saint Nicholas who would drop bags of coins into women's stockings so that they could get married. So that's kind of how the legend of Santa Claus may have begun.
Yeah, it's kind of a wonderful story. Well, another source of inspiration for Santa, another story behind his appearance. We don't really know when he first started to exist, really. It comes from a story about Odin. Odin is an ancient northern European god, and he was connected with a very old winter festival called Yule. So if you're connected with some sort of festival, it means you have some part in that particular event. A festival can be lots of different things. We'll have film festivals where a lot of people will go to a particular town and see all the latest films that are coming out. Sometimes there are jazz festivals where you'll go and hear lots of different jazz groups play. Festival's just a fun event. It can last a whole weekend or one night, or maybe a couple of weeks. You just kind of celebrate an important event.
Here in Taiwan, of course, we have Dragon Boat Festival and Mid-Autumn Festival, etc., etc. Well, here, this was an old winter festival called Yule. The word Yule is sometimes used when we talk about Christmas. Yuletide greetings or stuff like that. And again, this is talking about Odin. And of course, they drew pictures of Odin, and in those pictures is always showing him, or Odin is always shown, as an old man with a white beard. So we know that. That sounds very familiar. Now here, of course, we have the phrase, to be shown as something. That's how they show us the face of this thing. For example, if we're talking about illustrations in newspapers, maybe nobody saw this thing, so somebody had to draw a picture. So they show it in a certain way. They show it as something. And in this case, they showed Odin as a man who was old and had a white beard.
So they give you some idea of what this person looks like when they are shown as looking a particular way. For example, angels aren't really something people have seen, but they're always shown with wings on their shoulders, right? You've seen pictures like that? That's how they're portrayed or described. Okay, everybody, to be shown as is our sentence for you. Let's take a closer look.
Sentence for you.
Be shown as.
I love these new robot toys.
Me too. Which one is your favorite?
I like the one that's shown as a soldier from the future.
I prefer the one that's shown as a robot pop singer.
Oh no! The box is empty.
It's empty? How is that possible?
I don't know. In the store, this was shown as a box with a robot in it.
Okay, so again, pictures of Odin from that time show him as an old man with a white beard. So it sounds like they're putting these ideas together and coming up with this fat man that we all know and love nowadays. Well, stories about Odin told about him say that he rode a flying horse that flew through the air, and then he would leave gifts and candy for good children. So there he's flying on a flying horse. Somehow later that was changed to reindeer flying through the air, but the old story of Odin has him flying on a horse. So that's also from a legend, and that's possibly an origin or source for the idea that we have for Santa Claus.
So over the years, these two legends or stories sort of combined or came together, the story of Odin and the story of Saint Nicholas, that good bishop, that good Catholic bishop. And together, these stories combine to create our current day Santa Claus. So that gives you some idea where this idea of Santa came from. Okay, everybody, it's time for our Chinese teacher, and then we'll be back.